Hi there, I'm Taylor Hunter. This is my YouTube update. Now, if you were one of the 3 subscribers I originally had, you might be wondering, where did your channel go, Taylor? Because believe it or not, this is not the first time I've built a YouTube channel. Now, the reason that this channel exists and the other one no longer does is because of tech gremlins that were completely out of my control. That's the short version. The long version is that the college that I went to assigned all of their students a Gmail account for correspondence, yada yada, all the things and the stuff. And at the time, I was kind of saving up some videos, just building some playlists, and later on was like, hey, I want to build a YouTube channel for my author platform specifically. And it was on the same account. And this was supposed to be something my school promised that we would get to use forever, even after we had graduated and moved on with our lives. Pardon interruption with the cat. Hey, buddy. But what actually ended up happening was a few years down the road, they decided that they were going to move from Gmail, from Google as a service, to Microsoft, which meant moving from Gmail to Outlook. Now, they let all of us know ahead of time. But what they did not make fully clear was the ramifications, because, the emails were one thing. They made it clear anything you have in Google Drive you need to download and save somewhere else. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Took care of that. They did not elaborate on what it meant if you had built a YouTube channel using that account. And they also promised to have lots of follow-up emails to make sure everything was going well. There were no follow-up emails. There was a 6-month... They let us know, I think, a year in advance. Maybe it was only 6 months, I'm not sure. But, I knew well ahead of time that this was going to happen. So, I downloaded everything, but I had it in my head that somehow YouTube functioned as a separate entity from Gmail. Gmail was the way that you established the account, but it would still exist after the transfer had occurred. That is not what happened. What happened was the day of the transfer, I was going about my business. I wanted to add some songs to a playlist on my personal channel, which was also tied to that account. I can't remember if it was book related at all, but it was a song I wanted to add to the playlist, and I couldn't add it. And I was like, what is this? What's going on? And the short version is I was locked out of my own YouTube channels. All 3 of them. Because I had a personal, I had an author one, and then I had a side one, which I kind of had this idea of having it be a compilation of music that I really liked and wanted to share with people, where they didn't have to be worried about the content of the language in the songs. All of those I was locked out of. Completely nuked. For reasons I don't understand, my original personal channel still exists, but the author one, I think I kept track. It remained for about 6 weeks, and then one day I went to just see if it still existed, and it was gone. Even if you search by the handle specifically, you can't find it. It doesn't exist anymore. Now, I didn't have a lot of subscribers on that channel, but I had put in a fair amount of work, so that was very frustrating to discover that it was completely gone. It happened. I had to do what I had to do. I started building a new channel, I think a month or 2 later. And that is this one that you're currently on. That has existed since July or something of 2024, maybe August. I don't remember when I started rebuilding. But here we are. And I'm hoping to actually make something more useful of this channel. I know I've already started that process because it is the host channel of Quills of Kin, which is a podcast that I started co-hosting in January of 2026, this year. And my fellow co-host is Brandon King. He also has a YouTube channel on here, so go check that out. But yeah, our goal with the podcast is just kind of sharing what we've learned in the many years of being authors. Because there's a whole lot of framework in existence now that did not when we first started, so we've gone through the ringer. There's been a lot of pitfalls, there's been a lot of victories and discoveries as authors, of all people, started becoming the people to create the software and the services that other authors need to really get somewhere in the literary landscape these days. So go watch the podcast and keep checking back here, because I will be making more videos, not just talking about my author journey, but also talking about movies and TV shows and just storytelling in general. Because yes, I am an author. I first published my first book when I was 17. I was still in high school. That same year, I also entered a movie trailer contest that was local to the area, and with zero experience, got 5th place. I really care about good storytelling, so I will talk about storytelling in whatever form it comes in. And if that's something you're interested in, then welcome. I hope you stick around. I hope you watch the videos. I hope you engage in the comments and tell me what kind of stuff you're interested in hearing about. I still have a day job. Very important day job. So I'm still figuring out my video scheduling, but I will try to post when videos are going to drop, and I will definitely start posting regularly now, especially when there is a Quills of Kin upload that is going to happen. Yeah, so that's what happened. That's why this is the official YouTube home. It's not the first one, but hopefully this is the final YouTube home for Taylor Hunter. Anyway, thanks for watching. God bless, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye-bye.